12 months from now, wouldn't it be nice if we had a better business? Wouldn't it be nice if we had a better customer base?
Yes.
It's just brilliant, isn't it?
Yes, it would.
But it would though, wouldn't it? Right? And I think we can think very, very carefully about that, because for us, quite often, we persist with a less than ideal, I should say, doesn't share our values. A less than ideal customer base because of economic reality. We feel like we have to put up with these folks, we feel like we have to put up with this job, we feel like we have to put up with this situation because we feel like we haven't got that much else of our choice because of where our organisation or our role or our life or our personal financial commitments are. So we put up with stuff. But I think the more consciously that we can look at this, the better. And I think whenever we're planning, there's cornerstone principles that I think are good to have in place. And the first is to keep asking ourselves our purpose. Why are we doing what we're doing? And then start to think about, okay, where do we want our organisation to be a year from now, 3 years from now, 5 years from now? So we have a vision. And then to really think about, we have this vision, and for today, just have a vision for your customer base. Start to think about those customers that you have today that are on the positive side of these equations, because there's two sides to every coin. You've got some people who are really positive in these regards, and the customers you have who are negative in these regards, right? So we have a vision for what it looks like, and we think about where are we today, where do we want to get to, and think carefully about what are the real big steps that we could take to get from A to B, from where we are today to where we need to be. And I think that there's several skills that really help us in that. The more clearly we can think and organise our thoughts and stand back objectively and look at our business as if we're not in our business, the better. Because that will really help us. So if we can take a helicopter view and we can ask ourselves questions, ask ourselves really basic questions about our business. What is our customer base? What is the biggest problem this business faces? I sat down with one guy who has run his business for 20 years and he does an amazing job with his clients, but in essence, and he does a whole bunch of stuff for his clients, but in essence, he's really struggling to break even year on year on year. It's a challenge. And it's a challenge because he's jack of all trades, in one narrowish field, but he's still a jack of all trades, to people who will only support him being a supplier as a jack of all trades because they don't have too much capacity to pay. All his customers are SMEs. So for him, the way he breaks out of that is to really start to think about, how do I find at least a few better customers? Customers with a better capacity to pay. And those customers with a better capacity to pay are only likely to become customers of ours if we are providing something that's a little bit special for them. And the bigger the organisation that we sell into, the more niche we have to be. So he's looking back into his business right now because he's done little tiny pockets in specific sectors. He's done a little thing for the police, and he's done a little thing for organisations that are in the media space. He's done tiny little projects that add tremendous value, and he can actually roll those little projects into bigger and bigger customers because what he's doing just in those little areas are so valuable. So for me, I think it's the age of multi-niche. Unless you're Amazon, Google, Facebook, and you can be a one-stop shop, for the rest of us, the 99.9999% of the economy, we've all got to be really niche and really clear about what we provide and really think about the value we're providing. Because if we really think about the value we're providing, then we're more likely to start to be able to reshape our business on people who've got the capacity to pay. If we crack that, then we might start to find ourselves with a better business.